Let us unite, because this unity comes in the name of humanity, which we all belong to. Let's unite to show the world the way forward and to grow together and heal and truly become the way the world should be.
Ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for coming out this afternoon as we honor those departed souls in Christchurch and their loved ones from around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, as news of the shooting broke out on Friday afternoon, it already felt close to home. Many of us have friends and family in New Zealand, and the close relationship between our two nations goes beyond traditional diplomacy. But this surreal news event quickly turned to reality as our friends and neighbors learned through word of mouth that Fijians were present during the attacks. Soon we found that Fijians were among the 50 Muslim worshippers who were so brutally slaughtered, making this heartbreaking tragedy even more personal for our nation. Let us never forget our fallen Fijians, nor our brothers and sisters in New Zealand. To their families, I'd like to say that you have the support of not just your fellow Fijians and Kiwis, but people from all around the world who are holding similar vigils like this to honor the innocent men, women and children who lost their lives. We are with you, and acts of terror and terrorism by their very nature are meant to instill fears into the hearts of those groups who are targeted. As difficult as it may be, try not to let these acts of hatred intimidate you, and that was the goal of the coward who committed these crimes. To our Muslim community, I say this, that you are safe and you are loved. My friends, all too often, after a hate-filled act, we describe the crimes as unspeakable. But while this shooting in Christchurch is unfathomable in both its scale and in the monstrous nature it was committed, it is not unspeakable. Staying silent and not speaking up would be an injustice to the victims and to all of humanity. We must speak up, and in light of New Zealand's darkest day, our voice must be louder than ever. We must recognize that this type of hatred does exist in the world, and we must root it out wherever it lies. We must be aware that acts of extreme violence often begin in the form of hateful words and divisive ways of thinking. That is why I call on all Fijians across all backgrounds and faiths to join me in making this pledge. And the pledge is, wherever you encounter someone who says something racist and hateful, whether it is online or in person, say something and do something. Have the courage to call them out and counter their hatred with reason. Be the voice of love. Be the voice of change. Only then will our world be rid of evil that inspired the massacre in Christchurch. Ladies and gentlemen, may we all forever keep the victims in our hearts, and may their families find some peace in the embrace that the world has shown in our outpouring of compassion. Thank you, and God bless you all. Naka.